Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And bitches be slapping. Bitches be slapping. Oh my goodness. So we have a little bit of a show. I am not late today. I am not late. I am not late. I am not late. I respect you. Stream time, but I am not late. And if anything happens to me, I just need you to know that I am not late. It was not 12:01 when I started. It was 12. You can't lie to me. Your clocks are stupid. We have some subjects to talk about today. This is going to be a 2.5 hour show. We're going to finish at 2:30 p.m. Central Time, on time and under budget. We're going to do it. We've got a couple topics baked into the show. Of course, we can meander here and there, wherever the road may lead us. But the main focus of the show, of course, is going to be this Will Smith slapperino of Chris Rock at the Oscars. We'll talk about some of the legal aspects around it. And we'll also talk about how Will Smith is a bitch. And talk about how a bunch of people are fine with this, which is okay. And we'll also look at the video because there are people suggesting that this is fake. Now, there are several reasons why I don't think this is fake. We can talk about it. Look, if you want to be on the fake conspiracy of it, go ahead. I don't think it's fake. I'll tell you why when we get there. We also have Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph has, well, let's just call it what it is. Ethan Ralph has pulled the bitch up and has decided to cancel his appearance on the You Are Here podcast with Elijah Schaefer and Sydney Watson that was scheduled on April 1st, just a couple days from now. When is that? Is that Friday? That's Friday, right? That's Friday. I worked hard to get this motherfucker on the show. I worked hard to do this. I'm like pulling all the strings like a master marionetter. And I get him on the show, trying to help out Ethan Ralph, trying to give him some exposure. Because look, I made his show. I made it. I made that show. Nobody's ever even heard of him before me because I made this. I'm the best in this sector from top to bottom, and I made that show. And so I'm trying to get some exposure for it. I'm trying to help this man out, get some eyes on the program because I built it, and I feel like it's been a little bit weak lately on the performance aspect of it, and I'm trying to give him a boost. Here I am throwing out branches and ropes and anything. And I'm like, you won't drown if you just grab the damn branch, man. Grab it. Grab it. And he grabs on finally. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And then he quits. He quits. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. We're going to talk about some speculation as to why. He has his reasons. He's given his reasons. Let's talk about the real reasons, because I don't know if I believe Ethan Ralph anymore. But hey, it's all speculation. No one knows for sure other than what he said. So we'll be We'll be talking about that. Nipple salad over on Odyssey with the facts. 12 hours, 0 minute, 52 seconds. I was not late. 8 seconds on time. You cannot even come at me. You can't even do it. Chat be lying up in this bitch. Also, the Joshua Zaminsky trial. Joshua Zaminsky was scheduled to go on trial today. If you don't remember, he is the initial shooter at the Kyle Rittenhouse event, an anarchist of sorts, a weirdo with a giant rap sheet, an activist, and also a genuinely hideous-looking human. He was scheduled to go on trial in front of Bruce Schrader today. However, his trial has again been postponed. One more time, being postponed. And this is the problem with the court system in general, with coverage of the court system as like the sole thing that you do. People, oh, what trial are you going to cover? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is one of the problems that keeps comes up is that with court, life often gets in the way. And in this case, the defense attorney had another trial going, and they knew this was a possibility. They're hoping it wouldn't conflict, but it does. So Zaminsky gets pushed back to June 22nd. So, which actually might be better because I probably was not going to be able to cover the Zaminsky trial, not live anyway, because I'm going to be leaving on Thursday and Friday this week. There will not be the traditional shows. I may be able to squeeze out some sort of streaming setup. I'm not sure. I'm going to be mobile, heading down to Tyler to go meet Kevin Costner. But more important than that, I'm going to go hang out with some family that I haven't been able to hang out with in a little while. So going down to Tyler to do that, but also get to meet Kevin Costner. Lady Rackets and I will be having a good time. So we'll see what streaming I'm able to do Thursday and Friday. I'm not sure. I'm yawning like crazy. I have been awake since 2:30 in the morning. My sleep schedule is just destroyed. So, I was looking forward to taking a nap this afternoon/evening, but I don't think I'm going to get one. So that's interesting. We'll see how the late show goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're going to get into these topics. Like I said, I do have to be done around 2:30, so I don't want to delay too much. We're already 10 minutes in. But yes, these are the main topics. You're welcome to derail anything as always with the show. We may meander into other stuff, but this is the main stuff. Billy Witch Doctor 99 says, "Hey Nick, a bit off topic. Hey, speaking of, but was wondering what you think about the left calling to impeach Thomas. Do you think they're just upset that he ended up making a full recovery from his flu?" Okay. Judge Clarence Thomas needs all of the thoughts and prayers that anyone can muster, as well as 25/8 armed security, right? None of this 24/7 bullshit. 24/7 got Epsteined. No, we need 25/8. We need an extra hour for when those guards conveniently fall asleep for other guards to be there. This man needs to be protected like the damn saint that he is, because he's on the chopping block. Once they get Ketanji in there, they know that the other black on the Supreme Court can be removed with impunity. No one will have any problem if Thomas dies, because they will have a black placement It's a black replacement, but it actually is just a black placement. They will have that on the Supreme Court, and that will shield Biden to put in some other probably crazy woman. We're about like, if Biden has his way, all of the Supreme Court, the conservative Supreme Court justices will die, and it'll just be 9 women on the Supreme Court that are all liberals, all arguing over the same stale coffee. And it will be the worst fucking thing on the planet. Like the country will be destroyed immediately. But yeah. So here's the thing. So Clarence Thomas, they're trying to impeach him because of his wife, mostly because of his wife. They've always hated Ginny Thomas. They hate her. They hate her because she is unabashedly conservative or more or something. She is openly and unabashedly political, but political against them. If Ginny Thomas was a leftist, she would be their greatest triumph on the planet. They would love her so much that it's insane. But they can't because she is not on the left at all. And as it turns out, she had communications with someone in some way related to Trump's election stuff. And so with that, they're now saying that Thomas should have recused himself from all these cases. And since he didn't, he should be impeached. Also, I think there's something that Thomas did that they also don't like. Who knows? I'll look into it. Don't give Biden ideas. I took it from his brain. But yeah, that is, I mean, honestly, need divine protection on Clarence Thomas, because he is the bulwark right now, holding back an entire flood of fucking lunacy. Holy hand grenades, I don't think it's fake at all. It's also not a very good rating stunt. The Oscars didn't get more views because people watched a slap on Twitter. But anyway, 11 Bravo Crunchy says, with inflation, this $20 super chat is more like $5. Just put 18 gallons of gas on my daily driver, $72. When will this sexual assault to my bank account end? I clearly heard my debit card say no more than once. So the best part about this is this happens basically every time. Democrat president takes office, gas prices go up, and they say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nothing related to the president here. This is just market forces. Republican president comes into office, gas prices go down. They said, whoa, it can't possibly be related to the Republican in office. No way. It's just market forces. It just so happens that the market forces happen to coincide with the changing of regimes from Democrat to Republican every time. So if you want your gas prices to go down, you got to hope that a Republican president wins. Like, I hate to say it that way, but that's the reality. And it's insane. We had 8 years of high gas prices under Obama. So much so that we got used to them, that by the time that Trump takes office and we get down under 2 gallons, people are orgasming over their gas. They're like, I don't even have to sign the credit card slip anymore. My gas is so cheap. They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know what to do. And it's like, it's all just like coincidence, apparently. When you listen to, well, certain people like a Paul Krugman talk about it or whatever, he's like, well, it can't be related to the president. Actually, it's not related to President Trump. Obama put into motion a plan that would reduce gas prices at the pump. That's what happened. That's the shit that they pull every single time. Every single time. Even though gas prices move dramatically fast, right? Like, gas prices can spike or valley out in a day. Like literally one day to the next, you could have a 30-40% price increase or decrease if the conditions hit. But they'll act like, well, it took like 10 years for Obama's plan to manifest. Oh, did it? Oh, okay. Sure. I got it. Yeah, I believe you. But they have anyway, if you want gas prices to go down, you have to have the gas companies have faith in the policymaker. And right now, the policymaker is a senile old asshole with no idea how economics works, no idea how really anything works other than he does know how children smell. He's very good at that. He's great at, he can actually tell a child's age by sniffing them. That's how good. He's like one of those carnival things, right? Where you go up and there's some carny standing by a scale. And he's like, I'll guess your weight within 5 pounds. And you're like, no, you won't. And you're like, yeah, you're fucking fat. And you're like, okay, you got it. Here's my $8. Biden can do that with kids, but he has to get them. 9 years old. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Bring me another. That's Biden for you right there. Anyway, that's it's what's going to happen. I don't know. It's going to have to be regime change. Oh, regime change. Shit. Did we all, I guess, forgot about Biden mentioning regime change in Russia. I mean, this is the words that lead to war for the U.S. for the past, I don't know, 30 years. The words that lead to war for the United States is regime change in X. I don't know if you noticed this, but in literally every instance where the United States has gone to war since I've been conscious, it has started with the words regime change in X. And Biden basically said it. He didn't say the exact phrase. So I don't know if the magic spell is taking effect yet, right? It's like Harry Potter retardedly trying. He's like, experiendo or whatever he says, and he can't do it right. Yeah, I think Biden might have done that. We might have gotten lucky, but I'm not sure because he's said the basics of the phrase. He just didn't use the right words. But we'll probably talk about that in a little bit because what he did is much more serious than anybody wants anybody to realize or believe. But the president of the United States is the sole organ of foreign relations and the commander-in-chief of the armed services. When he says we can't let that guy remain in power, come on, man. When he says that, you have potential war chant coming from the commander-in-chief at that point. And it is fucking terrifying. It is terrifying to have this lunatic in office. And then the White House puts out a presser. Oh, no. He wasn't referring to Putin. He hopes Putin has a long stay in charge of Russia or whatever. I'm sorry. What? Like, wait, what? What? We were spoiled for 4 years, y'all. For 4 years, we didn't have a war. We forgot what it was like first to not have war, and then we forgot what it was like to have it. And they are looking because they got Lockheed and Boeing and the Rand Corporation. They've got money in war, and that shit is not paying off right now. I am very concerned about this. Is it not amazing that when Hillary was running against Trump basically said, you're going to bring us to war with Russia, right? Like that was the whole thing. You're going to bring us to war with Russia. It's like, no. And then Biden comes in And a year after he takes office, we're on the brink of war. We're on the brink of war with Russia. I don't know, man. Not looking for it. Okay, a couple more super chats, then we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this Will Smith topic harder than other men get into Jada. Brian Nielsen says, keep Will's wife's name out your mouth unless it's for segs. we're gonna talk about that. I cannot believe Will Smith is personifying and embodying the least masculine behavior you can have. The absolute cuck shit that I don't really like. I like calling people betas when it makes them mad, but I don't really subscribe to the whole alpha beta thing as like a real thing in general, because people are complicated, relationships are complicated, and all of that stuff. Again, calling people betas, hilarious, 100%, makes them so. Sure, all right. I don't. It doesn't matter though, because what Will is doing is objectively beta shit, and there's so many fucking losers out there like supporting. Oh my gosh, he had to support his wife. Did he? Was he also holding her hand as she's getting railed out by Jaden's friend? Yeah.
Beta.
So anyway, we're gonna check some of this shit out. We're almost there. Doug Murray says that slap was a juicy level hoax, distraction from real world jackassery. I will say with relative confidence, I think you're all wrong on it being a hoax. I don't think so. I don't see the benefit. I don't see the angle. I see a lot of different tells from different people that suggest that I don't think it's a hoax at all. When did Will Smith turn from being a bitch into a good actor again? When did that happen? Because last I checked, this is consistent with Will Smith's behavior. This is the consistent behavior. It's what I would expect to happen. Exactly how it played out. And I don't think that anyone in Hollywood is self-aware enough to put together this as a scenario in a pre-planned state. This is exactly what I thought would happen, or what would think would happen based on how Will has been behaving and how he has been absolutely destroyed over the past, 2-3 years now. He has been destroyed, and he's trying to get some credibility back. And he fucking cried. He cried. Oh. 1337 Bald Eagle fled my commie home state of Oregon. Now in the great state of Florida. New job, new house. Wish me luck, good sir. Pray for my wife and I, as it was hard to leave our family behind. Hey, Bald Eagle. Good luck, brother. Godspeed. Remember that we have the internet and you have planes. It will be a big change being away from the family. You can get back to them pretty quickly if you need to. So you can do it. And they can come visit you. And plus, who doesn't want to go to Florida when you live in Oregon? Oh, my God. You go from cold to beautiful immediately. All right. Mandrake says, don't Jack Murphy my wife. Will Smith was Jack Murphy before Jack Murphy. Will Smith was the butt of a whole bunch of cuck jokes. I don't know if people remember, but he was the butt of the cuck joke. And you don't want to be the butt of the cuck joke because it's very likely that butt is getting penetrated. he was the butt of the joke. And then Jack Murphy came along and gave Will a break. He's like, well, Will, I've been watching for a while. You know, we're good at that. But I'm going to step in for just a minute and I'm going to take all the heat. I'll be the cuck of the day. And Will's like, okay, all right. But now Will's tired of it and he is back. He is back to the cuckold connoisseur. Whew. He is. He is absolutely. He's like, I'm the cuckmander in chief. I can't have Jack Murphy stealing the spotlight. I need other men to know about Jada being open. Oh my gosh. He needs to. This is not good. Not good for him at all. All right. It's time. It's time. We're gonna start looking at some of this shit. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? And I have to go to the number one place for cuckoldry. Like, right, if you have cuckoldry and you need to find it at its source. And that's the important part, because that's what we're doing here. This is cuckoldry in action. And so you go to one place for it. You go to one place where you can guaranteed to find all cuckoldry. Here we go. Reddit. Reddit has the video here, uncensored, without a bunch of bullshit on it. We're going to play this. Just a second. Al Bass says, grift alert. I can use some of Ethan's exposure. Check out my channel for bass tabs and covers. So Al Bass. Check out my channel for bass tabs and covers. We're growing faster than Nick's nose at a FUTA convention. I did not have sex with that lady penis. Not a single time. There we go. Thank you, Al Bass, for that. All right, so here is Reddit. If you have not seen it, I can't remember if I turned on the fucking audio. If you have not seen this, here it is. Here it is.
The hardest job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated.
Javier Bardem. Oh, okay. I couldn't understand Chris Rock saying Javier Bardem earlier when I watched this. So Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Chris Rock is very funny today. I hope you know this. He's very funny with his very funny Oscar set of jokes.
Now, if she loses, he can't win.
The Oscars are hilarious.
That Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Hold on. Look at this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Will Smith laughs at the shitty joke. It's not even funny. It's not funny. G.I. Jane came out when I was in high school. This is like not a funny move, like not a funny reference. It's not timely. This reference is old enough to drink. Oh man, older. It's about able to rent a car. That's how old the G.I. Jane joke is. So it's not funny, not relevant, just like all of the Oscars. And Will Smith is laughing. He laughs at it. Like, that's kind of funny. Her bald ass being G.I. Jane, right? But look at her. She is not happy about this at all. Not happy. And My problem with G.I. Jane 2 is the race swap, right? Like, we got to stop this race swapping stuff. G.I. Jane was a strong Demi Moore white woman, and you can't put Jada Pinkett Smith in there. That is not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. But here we go. So, Will's laughing. He hasn't looked over at Jada yet. He has not seen that she is not happy. She's not happy about this joke. So here we go.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
That face right there. Either Will Smith is the best actor literally ever, or he is having a full-on bitch meltdown. I don't think this is fake at all. I don't think this is fake at all. Look at that face. This man starts crying. He cries. I do not think this is fake. We're going to take a look at it in a minute, too.
Dude,
Yes.
it was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Nothing.
That was greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Nothing. He has nothing for it. There's nothing there. He has no idea. Like, Chris Rock is not ready for what just happened. I don't think that's fake at all. I think that was heartfelt. That was heartfelt. You know what else it was?
Beta.
Every fucking time. It was absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Let's see, fake or not. Okay, here we go. Well, hold on. We're gonna examine one more piece of evidence. We're gonna examine one more piece of evidence before I turn you loose on the poll. We will have a poll for this. Let me find it real quick over here. Where did it go? Come on. Here it is. Here it is. Wait, we got this thing in super slow motion. I'm gonna point out a couple things again as to why I think it's real. So here we go. Ooh, hey. Here it is. Okay, so slow-mo. Chris Rock's like laughing still. I think he thinks Will Smith is gonna come up and talk on a microphone. Like, he's gonna come up and say something. He's going to come up and, make a joke, make fun of Chris Rock, whatever. They're going to have friendly banter. This is a roast. MC at an award show, you roast the very, very rich people who are sitting there. Okay. He hits him. Whether you think it's fake or not, bam, he hits him. That is contact right there in the jaw. He hits him. Now he's got that weak wrist. He's up on his toes. I don't know what Will is doing with this. I remember it reminds me of when I was used to watch like Jerry Springer, and there was a super tall, gangly, gay black guy up there, and all of his like various lovers were all meeting each other, find out he was a manho. He was slapping the shit out of people, and it looked like that. I mean, oh my goodness. These are the softest hands you can have. Will Smith is supposed to be a badass. Was some of these movies. Ugh, he gets hit. Now I know some people are like, "Oh, Chris Rock moves a little bit before getting hit." Yeah, when you start to see something coming at your face, you move. You do. I don't know if any of you have ever been hit in the face, but you try to not get hit, and it sometimes doesn't work. He hits him. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Just you can hear the come off of Will Smith. The other thing, watch Chris Rock. Chris Rock's hand is in his pocket, okay? He's got his hands in his pocket. He's fine. I'm very funny. I'm chill, or behind his back or whatever. Slap. Watch his right hand. This dude chambers that fist for just a second. For just a second, Chris Rock goes into black on black violence mode. He is ready to fight back, but he calms down and he stops. And look at Will. Look at his posture. He's slinking away. He knows what he did. He knows he might have to actually fight this out. Look at him. He's still on alert. I think this is real as shit. God, look at that smug ass face. And then, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna create the poll. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Let me see if I can, one more thing. Oh, he cried and apologized. Oh my God. What a fucking baby. Hold on. I'm trying to get some pictures of this. Oh my God. Whoops. Oh, he doesn't apologize to Chris Rock. Okay. Hold on. I saw a picture of it. I remember where it is. 1 second. There it is. Here we go. Here we go. Holy shit. Okay. All right, here we go. We've got the poll up. We've got the poll up. We've got more to talk about with this in just a second. But I wanted to get the real/fake poll up. Look at this. Look at his fucking face. Just look at it. My man is crying. He just slapped Chris Rock and he's crying. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. So we have Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And now we have a bunch of people apologizing for it, saying it's warranted because Chris Rock called Jada a bald-ass German Shepherd, which she is. Let's put this into perspective real quick. Let's break down what actually happened here. Will Smith did not slap Chris Rock because Chris Rock made fun of Jada. That did not happen. That is not true. That's the narrative people want you to believe. Chris Rock makes fun of Jada Pinkett Smith and her bald head, and Will Smith goes up and gallantly protects his lady, right? That's the narrative. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock because Will Smith can't slap Jada. That's why he slapped Chris Rock. Jada Pinkett Smith didn't take his last name, by the way. Didn't take his last name. What she also did, I don't know if you guys remember, but Jada called Will a cuck live on her show. On her show. I wonder if I have the clip for that. Is this it? This is from 2020. Twitter calls crying Will Smith a cuck after Jada admits to affair with August Alsina. Here, let's get back to this view. Will and Jada Smith dropped their latest Red Table Talk episode where they discuss everything she alleged, or everything August Alsina alleged, he alleged, confirming that the relationship did happen, but it was while she was separated from Will Smith. One of the things I want to clear up was that kind of swirling the press was you giving permission, which the only person who can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself. So she, not only does she say that the press are saying Will gave her permission, she says, nope, you couldn't even give me permission. Only I could. Fuck you. No one had made her feel like August. August is Jaden Smith's friend. Okay? Like, this is... So anyway, no one made her feel like that in years. Celebrity couple then ended the conversation by fist bumping each other and yelling bad marriage for life, implying that their relationship has been bad. And then they're right. He's a cuck. And by the way, it wasn't just this instance. This was it wasn't just this instance of Will doing this. Like this one thing, oh, she cheated on whatever. No, they have an open relationship. They've talked about it. They've been there. This lady unmans Will on this live show. And ever since then, for 2 years now, Will has been Hollywood's cuck. Everybody, like you're Your wife is with your son's friend? You're still married? Like, you're still married to her? He slapped Chris because he can't slap Jada. Will has been trying to reclaim masculinity from this event with Jada since this happened. He can't do it, though. He can't find a way. And that's because Will has lost it. He does not know how to be a man anymore. But let me help out. You cannot have an open marriage and try to be masculine. You can't do it. I'm sorry. Like, if you want to have an open relationship, go do it all you want. I don't care. I'm not your dad. I'm not your friend or whatever. If I am your friend, I'm going to tell you you're fucking stupid. I'm not in control of your life, but you cannot do it and have a marriage. You can't. I know somebody made it work somewhere. They didn't, though. They just don't have a marriage. It's a different thing, and it's okay. It is okay if you want to have that kind of relationship. Go do it. I don't think it's healthy for you. I think you will hate every second of it. When you look back on it, you're like, oh, well, I'm banging this chick. And you're like, oh, that's cool. But when you realize what you've done with your life, you're going to regret it, is my opinion. I can be wrong on that, but you don't have a marriage anymore. You've broken the sanctity of your marriage. And this is what it does to you. Look at what Will is doing here. Will is defending Jada's honor by going up and slapping Chris Rock. That's the perception. That's the projection here. Oh, he's defending her from this mean brute of a joker, Chris Rock. Chris Rock, who's as tall as a fucking aspirin bottle and about as imposing, has made a joke. And so now Will has to go up and defend her honor. So he gets his slapping wrist ready, and he throws it out there, right? But Will, a joke going like a fucking aerodynamic steam jet over your wife's head, her bald chrome dome, is way less offensive to your relationship, to her honor, and to her integrity than you allowing some other man to bust her ass open. Will Smith gave permission for other men to enter his wife, literally, physically, to get in. And it's more than just physical, right? Sex is more than just physical. But he allowed other men into his wife. And now he's going to try and stop some man from making a joke about her bald head. This is Jada Pinkett Smith. She's multi-millionaire, high-profile Hollywood. She can't take a joke about her bald head. That's where you draw the line. Why didn't you draw the line in front of her vagina? Why didn't you try that one out? Why? What the fuck? Instead, you're going to sit there and be like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. What are you doing? Where are you? He's lost. He's a lost man. He is lost. Because he's been lied to, because he's lied to himself. And listen, it is the man's job, because no one else is going to do the job. It's the man's job to prevent fuck shit from happening in the relationship. It just is. There's temptations, right? Like, put yourself in Will's shoes. Jada says, oh, you know what? I think they're talking about it. I don't know who initiates, but they're talking, oh, you know, we could probably have an open relationship. Like, you could see people, I'll see people. It'll be good. It'll be good. And then all the guy is thinking at that point is, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe I could. There's that chick at the laundromat, or what? I don't know. Will Smith probably doesn't go to a laundromat. I don't know what he's thinking, but there's that, there's so-and-so. Okay. We can make some moves here. It'll be fine. It'll be cool. Yeah. And that's the temptation. That's how it gets into these relationships. But that weakness is always what breaks down a relationship. It is always that. It is always the weakness of both partners that rips this shit apart. So you have to have one person to step in and say, no, we're not doing that shit because that's not us. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Because that shit will tear you apart real quick. It'll turn you into Will Smith without the money. You'll be walking up and slapping some dude. And if you're not slapping Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars, guess what? Hands are coming back your way. Imagine Will Smith is not multimillionaire actor in the safest possible fucking environment on the planet. Okay? Imagine anything else. And he goes up and throws that limp-wristed slap at some other guy, like in a bar. You're going to catch a bottle or a glass or a fist coming back. That little slap. And again, Chris Rock, his hand was chambered. He's got the fist ready down at his side. This man is ready to throw because he's just been hit. He's in reaction mode. And the only thing preventing all this is that these two are in the safest place that they could possibly be. You see this shit end in gunfire if it's at a fucking Walgreens. If this is at a Wendy's. If it's in line for a Popeye's chicken sandwich, knives out. One of these dudes goes home in a body bag. You can't have this shit. You can't do it. And the reason, this is the important part, because actually people deal with this all the time without killing anybody, without hitting anybody, without having this, is because security versus insecurity comes with security first in the relationship. But Will's relationship with Jada is not secure. Someone else secured that ass, probably that day. Probably the day before. And guess what? After the bitch-made display that Will Smith had, where he laughs first, then goes up and offers that weak-ass slap, probably right after, too. Someone else probably secured Jada's ass right after the Oscars. It's embarrassing. But it is the contorted and twisted definition, not really definition, but state of masculinity today. And not like, look, I'm not in the male sphere of like talkers, these like the MGTOW guys and all that stuff. I'm not there. I'm not in that. I like to talk about law, but look, man, I've been married 17 and a half years. And I can tell you that when your relationship is on the rocks, you are not in a good place. Will looks like, and obviously so, he looks like his relationship is shit. And so he's lashing out at other people to try and compensate for what's not happening at home. He's trying to figure that shit out and process it. And we know it's happening because it was talked about in 2020 by them. We know that their marriage is shit. We know that they destroyed it. We know that their unreined in hedonism led to this point where he's a fucking laughingstock. He's getting comforted by Bradley Cooper and Denzel Washington. It's okay, Will. It's okay. That joke was a little bit too far. Oh my fucking God, how embarrassing. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Keep it out your mouth. Pathetic. So now that I've said that piece, let's take a quick quick look. Here we go. Let's take a quick look. People have asked, so I will answer. Jeremy from the Quartering has been tweeting about this quite a bit. Will Will Smith go to jail? Let me just say no. No. I don't think Will Smith is going to jail. But here is the code. Here's the code. If Will Smith were a normal person, what would happen in this situation? Where in front of a bunch of people, he walks up and slaps someone. A battery is any willful and unlawful use of force or violence upon the person of another. It's punishable by a fine not exceeding $2,000 or by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 6 months or by both the fine and the imprisonment. This is a misdemeanor. This is a misdemeanor. So, if something like this were to happen, Will would pay a fine. He may have to do some community service because of his public status. They're not going to put Will Smith in county jail. They're certainly not going to put him in prison. This would have to have some sort of, let's see. Let's see. There is a felony battery, I'm sure. Okay, so let's see. Section. So when this is because these are people doing their duties, kicks it up to a year if it's like a police officer. Okay, here we go. When a battery is committed against any person and serious bodily injury is inflicted upon the person, battery is punishable by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 1 year or imprisonment pursuant to subdivision H of section 1170 for 2, 3, or 4 years. So these are the accelerating things. If there's serious bodily injury, you've moved up to a gross misdemeanor. And then if it gets worse, you can go, up into felony territory. But that's that. This is definitely a battery. Assuming it's not fake, I don't think it's fake. You guys, here's the question for you people who think it's fake. Why is it faked? Why does the Oscars have Will Smith walk up and slap Chris Rock after a Jada Pinkett Smith joke? What impetus is there for this? Ratings, but they don't get the ratings because it happens live during the show that no one's watching. So that doesn't really help. For publicity, it's the Oscars. Everybody knows that the Oscars happens each year. Second, you think Hollywood doesn't put together a more convoluted script than what happened? Next year's ratings? Do you think people are going to talk about this next year? Really? You guys have a lot of faith in these people to come up with something funny that people will actually watch when they don't come up with things funny anymore. Like they're done. People don't watch the Oscars because it's not interesting. It didn't suddenly get interesting. This 2 seconds is being talked about. But it's not like people are learning that the Oscars exist. This isn't a new podcast. And again, there's nothing about this to me that looks like it's scripted, because if these idiots were writing a script, it would be more complicated. There would be more to it. There would be a rebuttal joke from Chris Rock. in my opinion. That's my humble opinion. I don't think I do not think that this is that this is fake. I think it's possible that Chris Rock is being pressured to say it was staged to try and protect Will Smith. Bring the quartering on. Sounds like he has a different take. Quartering's been tweeting about this thing all day as if it's real. He's in the chat. Jeremy, you want to come on? I'll send the quartering a link real quick. I don't know if he's able to come on, but I'll send him a. Let me just get a. Where's my Twitter? All right. I sent it to you in Twitter DMs, Jeremy. If you're able to pop in, you want to offer an opinion on this, I'd love to have it. Oh, there he is. He says, "Bring me on. I'll make the case why it's real." Hey, there we go. I didn't see the super chat, but you've got the DM. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hey, okay. 100% real. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let me because I'm triggered right now. Thanks for having me on, Nick.
Of course.
I'm getting crushed. I'm like, thank God Nick is not falling for this. Like, here's the thing. There's a one angle of picture where after the slap, Will is smiling. That's what everybody's using to say, like, oh, or they're saying, well, Chris Rock just stood there and didn't move. Well, yeah, sure. You know why? It's because Chris Rock didn't think he was going to hit him. He probably thought it was going to be a bit. Like,
yeah, Will's going to walk up and say something.
Yeah, there's no way that Chris Rock thought that Will was going to smack him, and that's why.
Whoa. He froze. Quartering just froze. Look at that. Look at him. No, unfortunate Jeremy face. Oh. They got him. No, Will Smith's at the Quartering's house right now. No, somebody send help to Jeremy immediately. The Illuminati. Like, he's on to us. He's on to us. Shit. Here, I'm gonna pull him out. If he comes back, if I see his face move, I will bring him back in. I don't know. They got one. They got him every time. Every time we get something good, it gets taken away. Thanks, Biden. Thanks, Obama. Oh, shit. Hopefully he can come back in. Let me grab a couple of these chats while we see if he comes back for a second. Holy shit. Where are we? Red Mage 13 says it's hilarious how people are focusing on Jada's condition and not realizing it's more likely about him getting smacked for being a cuck with his wife getting smashed by their son's friend. The joke was the tipping point. Absolutely. Absolutely. John Henry Sneeden says, who cried harder, Will Smith or Flash after watching Gundam? I think it's close. But I'm gonna give the victory to Will Smith. Shit. Oh, I Freudian slipped. James Trammell says Chris must have had sexy time with Jada at some point to get that reaction. You know what? Do you know what? I think there might be something to that, in all honesty. I want to bring this back up because it's...
Oh, wow.
Here we go. Oh, wait. Hey, welcome back, buddy. Are you back? Jeremy.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. Welcome back, man.
Okay, yeah. I'm here. Okay. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Weird glitch when I was exporting a video. No, okay. I could hear you, but I had to reboot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because you froze like this.
That's great though. I was listening to you and I agree with all your points because the reason, even if you buy like they need the ratings. Look at the optics. You have like you think Chris Rock, if you need to just look at Black Twitter this morning, you think Chris Rock agreed to get freaking humiliated? No way. No way would a black man go up there and let another black man slap him, which is like an ultimate sign of disrespect. No way, no how. Will Smith was unhinged. Like, if it weren't for the crazy outburst after that, where he's just like, he was like faking angry or whatever. I don't know, but
that didn't look fake. That looked, that looked like full on soy rage.
He was mauling, like complete breakdown, and like there's no way if it was staged that he would have used curse words either, because then they couldn't air it. The fact that they cut it out, there's no like, we'll all make money today talking about it, but this doesn't save the Oscars, because now, as you'll find in an upcoming upload, like there's a very real chance that they're going to have to make him surrender that Oscar, because he during
he violated their terms,
code of conduct.
Their terms and condition, yeah.
In 2017, they rolled out new terms of code of conduct because of Me Too. Like, so now there's going to be people that are saying like, well, doesn't matter. Yes, Roman Polanski still has his, and I think Kevin Spacey still has his, but they didn't like violate it in the moment at the event, and they also did it before the new code of conduct. I think he should, by the way, he should be stripped of it, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah. Enforce your stupid code. Because this is the crazy thing. You do this anywhere else, you get arrested, right? Like you get arrested. You can't walk around slapping people. You're going to get arrested. You may not get charged at the end of the day. That'll happen from time to time. Someone they'll get arrested, but they won't get charged. They're like, whatever. But you're going to get arrested. Only in the insulated world of Hollywood do you not get arrested for this shit. And the fact that they didn't kick him out is beyond me.
That's embarrassing, to be honest with you. Like, assault is assault, and there's absolutely no difference between a man doing it to a man and a man doing it to a woman, by the letter of the definition. Imagine if a woman had gone up there and slapped him, or like, I don't know, a white man had gone up there and slapped him. The outcomes would have been different. Because it was Will Smith, they let it ride, and it's embarrassing for them.
Yeah. No, and I agree. I don't think this looks good for the Oscars. I don't think it makes good marketing sense either.
Nobody's tuning into the Oscars to see which celebrity is going to get unhinged and attack the presenter again. Like, right. That's the offer. That's the takeaway of this. Like, well, this is great for the Oscars because they're going to want to tune in to see what happened next. There's no reasonable expectation that somebody's going to have a mental breakdown again on live TV. I don't think it helps them at all. In fact, it probably hurts them, because there's a lot of people, if you read like weirdo Twitter, like people that talk about what people were wearing to the Oscars, like their clothes and stuff, they were pissed.
Yeah.
Like their hardcore fans did not like it, and we're not impressed.
This is the event. There are strange people out there who wait all year for this stupid event, and they're like, I can't wait for the red carpet. I can't wait to see who wins Best Picture and Best Supporting Actress Best Supporting Transgender Actress or whatever. They cannot wait for this event, and this screws all that up, because this is all anyone's talking about with the Oscars now. No one cares who won any of the awards. They care about this.
Yeah, I was watching it in real time. I wasn't watching the event because I'm not a loser, but like I was watching Twitter.
Good cover.
Yeah, I am a loser, but not I was watching reruns of X-Files, but then I was like, I knew the Oscars were on, so I was just waiting for content for today.
Yeah.
then I saw it happen. And like, honestly, like most people were pissed. They're like, great, way to steal the thunder from Venus and Serena and the family and all this stuff. And then he was a total, he was, and also side note, he didn't apologize to Chris, and Chris did not attend. There's a big after party where everyone goes for Variety hosts it. Chris didn't, he was supposed to be there. He didn't show up. So like,
how can you?
He got totally cucked.
You got slapped by Will Smith.
Now, in his defense, Will Smith is probably like 6'2", 225. I don't know. He's a big
not
dude.
little, and Chris Rock is little.
He's very little. Like, I was watching Undisputed this morning where like Shannon Sharp was talking about. He's like, that's fight on site. Like, I don't care if I'm smaller. Like, it's on. Like, but I think he underestimates the shock value. Like, Chris was probably like, what the hell do I do? What could he do? He could rip his tuxedo off and throw down. I don't know. That's it,
Yeah, and Chris is a small guy who became a comedian. This is a man who's probably spent his whole life avoiding fights. Like,
oh yeah. He's been slapped before, guaranteed.
Yeah, and I think he wants to stay away from getting into a tussle. I wanted to get your opinion on one thing real quick. At the near the end of this video, right? When after Will has his outburst, Chris says something. So here we go. If you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
That was he was scared there.
Okay.
That.
Oh, go back. Sorry. I missed it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just this little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Did Chris Rock
Did he just say I could have? Oh, God.
Did he have sex with Jada Pinkett Smith, or was he right? Was he chambering jokes in his mind right then? I could lay into you about how much of a cuck you are right here on stage.
That's what I believe. I believe he was like, brother, like I could destroy you right now.
Yeah.
I read an article this morning that there was some alleged affair between them a million years ago, and that could have been some backfire. But yeah, I think Chris Rock, I mean, everything that happened, he doesn't need to say anything. His wife publicly humiliated him and then slept with a teenager because Will couldn't get the job done. Like, that is, and then she said it, and she like unapologetically said it on her TV show or whatever. I saw on Facebook or something. I don't know. I don't know where the show was.
It was on her podcast,
the Red Table or something.
The Red Table.
Yeah.
like I'm gonna bring you on and tell everybody how I slept with our son's friend. That'll be great, won't it? Yeah, honey, that sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, Black Jack Murphy, all the Will Smith with the Jack Murphy PNGs on it going around Twitter last night.
So good.
Absolute just gold. I think I honestly think that's probably the only way Chris could react, because like, and by the way, like, you may not like this. I mean, well, but like, I see all you internet tough guys on Twitter talking about how if someone disrespected my wife, I'd totally beat the hell. Yeah, right. Okay. Like, you have to take the context into the situation. They're in front of everybody. Imagine your biggest work party imaginable. And then you're on stage in front of everybody. Everyone's acting differently there. Chris did the right thing. Like, he comes out on top in Hollywood. Maybe in the hood, people will say that he got punked, but like, there's literally no, like, I don't know how else could have Chris reacted there. I don't know.
No, first of all, you're like about my age, right? I think you're a little younger.
39.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm a little older, but we're about the same age. And like, eventually you get to that point where it's like, look, I don't need to be fighting anybody. I don't need to be fucking fighting people, and certainly not over a joke. And then doubly so when the joke comes at what is traditionally a roast. Like,
right. Yeah.
The MC of the Oscars is almost always a comedian, and there's some roasting that goes on because of course there is. That's, this is piercing the elite just a little bit, and it's okay. And that, I'm sorry, you make millions of dollars just by breathing onto a camera. We get to make fun of you a little bit, and the little people get to laugh for just a moment.
Well, that's right. That's who it's for too. And then they had yeah, I 100% agree. I also think you're right about the age thing. Like when you get to be old enough, I don't know if you remember this, or I even mentioned it in the video today. It's like I remember the story of like some good Samaritan who was getting on a bus, and then like there was some drunk guy who was trying to get on the bus, and all he was trying to do was like protect the bus driver, and he like pushed the guy off, and he fell and he hit his head and he died. And he went to prison for it. Like when you've lived on this planet long enough and you have something to lose, even if it's a little something, you play through these scenarios in your head. It's like, is it worth it? Is it what if he had slapped him and he slipped? I mean, Bob allegedly, Saget, fell and hit his head on the floor with carpet on, allegedly.
Yeah.
And he's dead. So like what if Chris Rock would have slipped and fell? And I mean, who knows? And he'd lose everything.
We've got another controversial take to add to the stream. What's up, Adam Crigler?
It's not controversial. I agree. I think it's real.
That's very controversial.
That's controversial. If you read chat, we're in the minority. I think
Are we? No. The poll says
says real, 72%.
Oh, okay, good.
And that's 8,000 votes almost. Yeah. Now the controversial take is whether or not Rock slept with Jada or not.
Yeah. What do you think?
I didn't hear this rumor that they had a fling in the past. That's new to me. I never heard that, but it would make sense that would cause Will to lash out more so because, keep my wife's name out your mouth. It's like, well, I mean, it's kind of everyone's business because she let everyone know, hey, our business is now your business because I just outed you as a cuckold. So
this is allegedly while they were both working on Madagascar movies, where they had several sources close to both actors say they had a quote close relationship.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, we know they have an open marriage, so if it's open, then why is it even a big deal anyway? Right?
Why did he slap that kid that banged his wife?
Good question.
See, now that's the content I would pay to see. I would buy a subscription to the Oscars. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how much it costs, but I would pay to see Will Smith slap the shit out of that August kid. That'd be funny as hell.
Celebrity Hunger Games. Something like that. Some sort of like death match.
Oh, yeah,
Celebrity death match in real life. Let's do it.
Yes.
Who's
it
down?
needs to
Chat,
happen.
you down? Let me bring chat over so I can see.
It's weird.
But
I actually believe that Will Smith has been broken by her. There's also something that here's a this is not a controversial take amongst fellow misogynists, but like she manipulated him into doing that, I believe. Now he deserves all the consequences of his actions. I said this on Twitter, like, and you guys, as we've been older, I guarantee you both know men that got into trouble because they were miladying. You know how many people do that shit and they end up getting locked up and the girl leaves them anyway? Or it's like, all this kind of stuff. Guys do stupid stuff when they milady, and that's why it's like it's not worth it. And she basically made him do that. I'm sure of it.
No, it's written all over their faces right here.
He's laughing at it.
He's laughing at the joke. Look at her face. She is in disgust. And the camera pans. I wish this camera would have stayed on the face that she makes to him.
Yeah.
I know.
Right before he walks up.
Does that exist somewhere, do you think?
It's somewhere somebody has it.
Well, because this camera's trained on them. So they cut to some other camera.
Right. They cut immediately to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I described it as she clearly gave him this is why I sleep with teenagers look. I think that's probably why she.
Is that why you think he took out his rage?
Yes, it wasn't about the joke.
Right.
It was about being a joke.
Yeah.
It was about the fact that everybody imagine. Okay, so I have somebody in my life, I'll say, and they work at a factory. In the factory, you know, when you work in a business, like everyone talks, and it's like, you know, a couple hundred people work there, and his wife also worked there. Well, his wife cheated on him with somebody else in the building. Can you imagine what it was like going to work every day for him? So what he ends up doing is he becomes an alcoholic. He's drinking at work. He gets fired for being drunk on the job. But like, I don't even blame him. So imagine you're Will Smith. Everybody around you knows you're a cuck. Everywhere you go, you can't get away from it. And I think that's what boiled over.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that I think for sure that's what's going on here, because he's trying to reclaim it in some way, and he can't do it, and he doesn't know how. And the funny thing is, this doesn't do it either. Like, this does
he
not
looks worse.
No, and he looks worse to Jada too.
True.
Like, cuz he didn't act until she looked at him, until she prompts him.
Yeah.
And then he goes up and offers the limpest slap that he possibly could. It's like,
now you're going to stand up for my marriage with you? Now?
Did you see the video of him, like, Will Smith, like, just partying it up afterwards too, like, completely?
Yep.
Like, he was at some dance party singing, rapping, holding his Oscar. Like, this is a guy that believes that what he did was justified, and he felt good about it. True. And like, I just, what a piece of garbage. And by the way, can I get a shout out for the word cuck trending on Twitter for maybe the first time ever? I woke up and I was like, is cuck is trending? And I was like, oh, and then I was seeing a lot of the
Jack Murphy back. Oh,
well, I was seeing the Jack combo where like Will Smith with Jack Murphy beard.
It's
PNG
glorious.
on.
There's a few of them going around.
Yeah,
Christy Mayer
amazing.
had an interesting take. I don't know if you saw it. She, like 4 hours ago, she tweeted, prediction: Will Smith comes out of the closet in the next 3 months. That may explain a few things. I mean, I'm not.
Is he going to choose to live his life as a gay man?
Oh shit! If he does, Chris Rock better watch out.
Yeah, he could use this. He'll use the
danger.
spacey defense.
Everybody forgets that the spacey defense also involves several body bags.
There's that episode of Fresh Prince where Chris Rock is the woman who goes out with Will Smith's character. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
bad.
A
joke they wouldn't make anymore.
No, it's true. Yeah, Chris Rock's wearing a dress and is trying to flirt and twerk for Will Smith. It's a video. You'll see it, I'm sure. It's floating around.
Oh, it's gonna be around.
That's gonna be around now. Yeah. I think I'm really anxious to see. I think what's happening is Chris is just seeing which way the wind is gonna blow. I get like, I don't know. I press charges because that's clearly who I am, and I mean my history stands to that. But like,
yeah, you did.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I think that like, I get why Chris can't, because that might because I think that right now he's already on the moral high ground. He's got everything going for him. If he presses charges for it again, you'll divide some of that support where people are like, it wasn't that bad, or oh, he's in a bad headspace.
Nick, couldn't the state decide to press charges anyway?
Yeah, in theory. I mean,
that's what I was actually hoping would happen, because that would clear Rock of any like, you know, I feel like there has been cases where people were not cooperative with filing, and the state comes in and files charges.
Yeah, they can. There's plenty of witnesses. They could certainly do it. Like, they don't.
Yeah, there's a few.
Well, they don't need Chris Rock's participation. A lot of times when you have something like that, you need the person to be cooperative because they're the victim and they're the only one there. So you got to have someone to say, yeah, this guy actually hit me. And if you don't have 10,000 other people plus 1 million watching at home, you can't prove that someone hit him. But now they do. So they don't really need Chris to participate. So they could, but I don't know that they're gonna, because of the way that they treat Hollywood. It's money and influence.
Yeah.
They didn't, I mean, no, yeah, I don't think they would, but it would be, there's several interesting angles for a guy that covers pointless Hollywood stuff. Like, it's going to be a good week for me. Like, if the Academy doesn't revoke his Oscar, like, that's a bad look. I think they have to do it. I think they absolutely have to.
I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't.
Do you think so? Do you think they're going to take
I don't
it
think
away?
they will, but I think that's the only play to save face. Either that or your big hullabaloo about code of conduct is bullshit.
Yeah, what did they tweet out? Hold on, I have it right here.
They got crushed. DSP ratioed them.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. How do you get ratioed by the pig roach?
The Academy. The Academy does not condone violence of any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Award winners.
Such a weird non
Who
sequitur.
deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world. Like, that's it. That's the tweet.
That's the statement. And the funny thing is, no one's allowing any of them to enjoy anything, because who won anything?
Right.
The only person I know that won anything was Will Smith.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And it's only because he shouldn't have after slapping Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But I've got some bad news for us guys. Just so you know, this random blue check says, just a note to white people that what happened between Will, Jada, and Chris is black folks' business. Tread lightly.
Here we are, three white YouTubers talking about what happened.
I've been blocked by this person.
Did we just do a racism?
Yeah.
You got blocked. What? I didn't see what you said. What did you say? Go back to it.
I said, did you just suggest that a black man assaulting another black man over a bald woman is black folk business?
Yeah.
So, I thought 4chan had all the edgy lines.
Yeah.
Like, that was your tweet. That's where you decided to go with that, right? Like, okay,
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, then there's the while we're white guys talking about black guy stuff or black community stuff. Like I said, I watched a couple like black talking heads this morning, and like they all said basically the same thing. Like, bro, this is a garbage look for the black community. Like, this is a garbage look for us. Like, you have a black man getting an Oscar for a movie supporting two black females, and he assaults somebody on stage.
And that's
Another
all
black
of the
man.
attention.
Another black man, yeah.
All the attention is on the slap.
Over a ratchet hoe. Right? Like, that's the important This is the shit that gets black men killed in real life. Like, without
what I'm saying.
Without the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That's
Yeah.
I said that on Twitter, like, to all these like tough guys, are like, bah. I was like, bro, you have no idea. I've seen men ruin their whole fucking life over a woman, and it's always some garbage hoe. It's never anybody worth it. Like, I guess being illegal, you might see it more, but I just see it where I live. I see people get in bar fights and get locked up because, they both slept with the same girl who's also slept with 6 other people in that very same bar.
Right.
People fight
It's
over
like,
it.
You two
And it's
ain't
like,
even special.
right. Yeah. Right. What do you guys care? Why you guys are fighting? This other dude's going to take her home. So was it worth it?
I saw someone say that was the funniest episode of the Boondocks they've ever seen. Oh shit.
I was always uncomfortable watching that show. I was like, it was great,
good.
but like, I'm like, should I be laughing at all? There's so many N-words. Like, is this, am I allowed to? I'll just watch it by myself.
Yeah, you got, if you don't laugh,
nigga, you gay.
you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. No, it's, the whole thing, this whole thing is crazy. It's hilarious. It's the most unexpected thing to happen, I guess, out of the Oscars, right? I expected Amy Schumer to slip and fall on someone and kill him.
Oh, she had so many unfunny moments though, too. Like, did you see her where she was like interviewing Fat Matt Damon? And here.
Wait, was that where she removes the woman? And
Yeah, you saw. Yeah.
Wait, was that Matt Damon?
No, Fat Matt Damon. That's Jesse Plemons. I always call him Fat Matt Damon because he looks just like him.
I have no idea who that is. Like,
Which,
I saw that guy.
Which comedian did she steal that bit from?
Oh, I'm sure, right? Yeah,
I'm curious.
It was really awkward. Yeah, he's like calling Kirsten Dunst a seat filler, and then like the dude was just clearly not enjoying the joke at all. Jesse Plemons. He was he was great on what's the show? Fargo. He's on Fargo. He's great on that. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's been pretty good in.
I've never seen. I thought it was Newt Gingrich for a minute. Like
He does have that head.
Yeah, that giant,
Yeah, he
massive
does.
cranium.
Yeah.
I didn't see this clip. I don't know anything.
Oh, do we have it?
I didn't pay much
I put
attention
it in the
to.
chat.
Oh, you
the
got it in the chat.
first.
Okay, here
Yeah.
I'll pull it up.
Oh, there it is. Are we gonna watch it?
40
Okay.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
There
man,
we go.
great, Amy Schumer. This is great.
Just a moment.
Gotta forgive the boomer.
Hey, I'm a professional, but I'm not good at this. Here we go.
All right. And so what the seat fillers do, I hear you, seat fillers. I'll just explain what you do.
She's so sweaty.
So when you get up to go to the
Oh, God, it's
bathroom, or if
gross.
you're going to cry because you didn't win. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you with the seat fillers.
Why are they both so damn shiny? Look
Yeah,
at how shiny. Put some powder on. What is wrong with you people?
Okay.
His face looks kind of Cro-Magnon.
Honey, you want to go to the bathroom? Okay. Let's just get you. Thank you, seat fillers. Love them. Jesse, I love doing power of the dog.
You know that was my wife. Amy?
You're married to that seat filler? Oh, that's weird. Anyway, we wanted to.
He's not like
He
not
really
feeling
does
it.
look like Fat Mac Damon. Wow.
Yeah.
Now I can't unsee it.
Extra
Philip
sweaty
Seymour
Fat Matt
Hoffman a
Damon.
little too. I see.
Oh yeah, Seymour Hoffman too a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where the sweat comes from.
He was
God.
in a movie called Antlers too. I think was actually pretty good.
Never seen it.
Like kind of a C grade horror thriller that just came out. It's pretty
I've
good.
never watched it. I've seen the cover art for it, but God,
Just like every horror movie, it's not as good as a trailer, but it's
course.
not.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
But Amy Schumer why is she still in any of this stuff? She's a walking catastrophe. She's unfunny. She's not attractive. Like what
Steals
is
all her
there?
jokes.
Does
I
she?
mean that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
a
she's-
buddy of
yeah.
mine sent me this video. He's like, I can't believe this is the girl who's hosting, and it's like 30 minutes long of her doing a joke and then the original joke from like 5 years earlier of a regular comedian making the joke, and she's butchering it. She changes it a little bit, but it's the same joke.
It happened a lot on her TV show too. She had like a little show for a while, and there was like there's like a dozen. It was embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
But like, she went away. She said being fat was beautiful, and then got liposuction, and then
Not enough.
not enough. Yeah. Well, they got in their gift bags last night. They all got $25,000 gift cards for liposuction. So yeah, and the $137,000. I'm sorry, it was a $12,000 celebrity arms liposuction procedure for free from cosmetic.
Oh, wait a minute. You
surgeon
weren't
Dr.
you weren't
Thomas Stone.
joking?
No, I'm dead serious. Yeah.
I thought you were legitimately joking.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh,
They
no.
also-
Wait, I
they
get
also
celebrity
got-
arms for
they also
12
got-
grand?
For 12 G's, yeah. They also gave everyone a free subscription to Established Titles, so they can all be a lord or lady in Scotland.
Isn't that a sponsor of yours or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. See, the problem with me, like if I do the celebrity arms lipo thing, I have to get Amy Schumer's fat injected into my arms.
I would want exclusively.
At least there's a lot available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm going to need to drain this bitch. I need to have Hemsworth arms.
Yeah. I'm gonna need her to dip into the supply. I mean, she's got her face. I don't know. She's just very unattractive. She did the whole thing like all female comedians did. Basically, while they're hot, they do I was blowing this dude last night, and like sex joke, and then they're unattractive, and then people forget about them. That's happened to like most every stand-up comedian, female stand-up comedian. Maybe Nikki Glass. I suppose she still pulls. I suppose. I don't
know who that is.
Exactly.
I always remember Margaret Cho or whatever just talking about her vagina all the time.
Oh.
It's like, God, you're hideous. Just stop. Like, just,
I think
oh,
was she the
stole
one?
some
She had
jokes
a
from her too.
yeah, yeah. I think she had a bit about how she pays the bills and her husband's like a loser who stays at home, and it was really cringe too. I think
That's
I
funny.
think I retweeted it. Yeah, it's super funny. Yeah,
Wow.
can't make that joke about women though. It's funny when she does it. Hilarious.
Funny. It's funny about equality. It's like, hey, if you want to be equal, getting teased, having a joke about anything is part of that deal. All these minorities want to be treated separately, but want to be equal. It's a weird dynamic that we keep seeing on all different things.
And you know, by the way, I will say of the joke to bring it back to the slap. And I saw the Ralph thing. I need to hear about that. But the the slap thing or the joke. Look, joking about somebody's alopecia.
I
it's
didn't
probably
even know she had that, and I
I'm
didn't know that at the
Chris
joke.
knew. Chris knew.
I thought she joined the army.
Well, I just thought it was like a thing with her hair.
She's
I
got
didn't know.
hair.
Yeah,
It's hair. She's not like. It's not like.
she's not like an
completely
albino
smooth.
or
She's got
whatever,
hair,
yeah.
so it's like I wouldn't have assumed she's got alopecia.
She's been pretty open about it. I'm sure Chris knew, but like, even it's not like he joked about her having cancer or something like that. It wasn't like that out of bounds. It was just, I don't know. It was a way a cringe overreaction.
Yeah, it was a nothing burger, dude. That joke was, it was like, all right, that's kind of funny, whatever, but not really a big deal. And I
The
think
crowd
it
didn't
just-
love it. They were kind of groaning anyway. The
It
joke
just- it
kind of
was just
flopped.
right.
It was Chris. Let's be honest. Has Chris Rock been funny recently? Like,
No, he hasn't.
I mean, has he been in anything? The Oscars does this very well. They always pick a comedian who hasn't been relevant at all in a while.
All he
to
does is
host the
cash in
show.
on those cringe Sandler movies. Isn't he in those? The where they're all on vacation, where it's like the super
yeah.
group of washed up
Oh,
men-
yeah.
male comedians. Like David
Yeah, it's like
Spade
him,
and,
Adam Sandler, Kevin Smith, and
Yeah.
someone else.
I do. Hey, shout out to Adam Sandler though for like, continuing to carry all those guys. Like all of those guys, he continues to give them jobs, and they all suck. Like
You know what?
nobody's paying to see David Spade anymore. But
You know who
Adam
was
Sandler's-
laughing though? Will Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
He
so
thought it was
funny.
He thought it was
He's
funny.
like, it's Will Smith's, level of comedy. He's as unfunny as Chris Rock is these days, right? Like
point. Good point.
he's as completely neutered and out of the zeitgeist as Chris Rock. He's now Will Smith, the serious actor, also cuck. That's what goes next to his name in Webster's.
Right. I didn't want to fuck up your timeline. I can dip too, but I didn't know if you were gonna do a gunt date or not.
Well, he was slated to go on the You Are Here podcast.
I heard
on
with you,
April
right?
1st. What?
Wasn't he supposed to go on with you?
Well, no, he was going on with Elijah Schaefer and Sidney Watson.
I feel like I thought you were gonna do a show with them.
No.
Why did okay.
Loser. Nick.
I feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like he's no. I feel like I'm not that. I feel like I'm not crazy. I feel like there's something.
You're not
said.
crazy.
Okay,
You're not
all right, yeah,
crazy.
fuck
I
off,
was.
man. Yeah,
It was
like-
supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Nothing
But
happened.
Oh, I accidentally.
Nothing
Okay, shit. Okay.
But he didn't go.
Nice.
I don't think he knew that I was going to be on there. It was
whoops.
Who are you talking about?
Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. The
The
Gunt.
the gun. Yeah.
Is that
The
his name?
Gunt.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to some of the.
Do you know
drama
what a
on
gunt
YouTube.
is,
Oh
Adam?
my God.
Do I
teach him.
want? No, I don't. I don't know. if I
Don't give
wanna-
him. Don't tell him about
No.
what a gunt is. Show him.
No, I gotta
the,
know. Just
the
tell-
gunt.
Give me the whole thing. Whatever.
Oh, here I can do this in a real simple way.
How breaded
hold
is it?
Break it down for it. Yeah.
No, here we go. Let me do this.
Oh God.
I've got this at the ready. Here we go.
Of course
This is
you
a
do.
gunt right here.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah. There
right
it is.
there. Yeah.
All right. All right. Take it off the screen, please. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
It's a front ass.
Yeah. And
So-
now, is that a male thing, or is it pretty much because it's
no, it can
it's a
go both
fupa.
ways.
Yeah, you can have
Both-
well, it's technically originated in female, but like
Yeah.
Isn't that
yeah,
the
now
fupa
you
or
have
something?
Yeah.
well, there's
so
the
what?
fupa and then it grows into the gunt.
Right. It's
The
when you're-
evolution.
Yeah.
Like you get so big that this happens with pregnant women. Like the abdominal muscles get stretched to the sides, and then they're loose and they don't go back together very easily, especially as they get older.
Okay.
And so then when they do that and then also get really fat, then like it bursts forward, but there's still like connective tissue in the middle. And so it bifurcates, and you have these two sacks of just disgusting adipose lard.
I just
hanging-
imagine a guy like holding back. I got it.
Yes.
I got it, guys. No.
Oh, one poor
Yeah.
soldier holding both
One
fat
soldier.
sacks together.
So he caught an accusation from another streamer
Oh.
involving sexual assault.
Is this new?
Yes, this is new, and this came out just the other day. She was on.
You haven't made a video about this quartering?
I don't talk about him because he's like a literal fucking loser. Like there's
But
no
he made
point in
you.
it. Yeah, he made me. That's right. Yeah. And I'm a huge loser because he's quartering doesn't go on any vacations. He doesn't do anything with his life.
He pees in his basement.
Yes, sits in his basement printing money.
Like, to be fair, I saw pictures of your basement. It's pretty nice.
It's not bad. You should see my
Yeah.
new one. Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
shit.
nice piss drain, bigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
You put a urinal on it. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
the
full
best
urinal.
part is you don't have to go anywhere. If you have to go to the bathroom, you just go right to the drain.
Right.
No, yeah. So this is the new thing. It was on the Kino Casino, Andy Worski and PPP's show, and then I think the girl's name is
Fucking Worski. That's
Alice?
I've heard in a while.
Yeah,
Back up. No, what was the
Stay back,
Stay
the
back.
fuck back, aim. But
I'm
no,
out
so
of it.
there's a streamer named Alice who's kind of involved in a whole bunch. I think she's one of the IP2 streamers.
Oh, okay.
And she made the accusation. Now I'm trying to be fair here and say this is an accusation from a random person, but
Mhm.
I think after that accusation, he's hesitant to go on any show where there might be a shitload of super chats. That's my guess.
He's already seen that show ruin one person.
Yeah.
Whoa. Murphy ruined himself.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
You Are Here.
Think about how much money he lost.
Not enough.
If it wasn't all of it, but like 400 people paying $100 a month in the first week, plus another 200 after that.
Oh, is that how many are alleged to have left?
I've seen the numbers. It was at 800 or so when it started,
Wow.
and now it's like 300, 200 or 300. And most of those
Oh,
people are
shit.
just original guys. That,
Well, and the lifetime payers, like,
right. Then
can't-
he's not making any money off that. Yeah.
holy shit. I didn't ever see how bad the fallout was.
Wow.
Yeah. So there
but-
was over 800. So, I mean, you could say, I'm sure it wasn't fully 80,000 a month, but let's say it was 50.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. Just evaporated.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All he had to do was not be a fucking moron.
Yep. That would have done it. That would have done it.
It's not easy for many people today, though.
Yeah.
Heartfelt. Heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's so that's the big the Ralph news, and I believe I will
was
be
it
on the
supposed to
You Are
be?
Here podcast on Friday still.
Nice.
So,
I'm going on Friday Night Tights Friday.
nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be
it's-
pissing in my basement on Friday. Maybe I'll finally open Elden Ring.
yeah, but you'll have
you haven't played
19
yet?
videos out on Friday too.
19.
So
No, Fridays I lighten up. I usually do like 4. only.
You should play Elden Ring. Game's amazing.
I know, but man, it's just so busy pissing in my basement. I don't know. Like when
I
I'm
mean,
Elden
you
Ring-
could piss
legitimate-
and play Elden Ring at the same time, right? You're
Yeah.
a talented guy.
it's legitimately the game I've wanted to play more than any other game recent in a long time. Like normally I get a game that's like, this is okay. This is actually fun. I'm enjoying it.
I'm
I
looking
just
for-
beat,
I'm
I
looking
just
forward
beat
to
the
it.
game. It took me about 95 hours of fully looking around, not looking anything up, and then I got one ending, and turns out there's many endings, so I'm excited to play again.
Yeah.
See, at
How
that
much
point, if I
vigor
find
did you
out there's
have?
multiple endings, I'll just Google the other ones. I don't know
Nah.
if I don't have the balls to recommit another 90 hours to get a different ending.
Well, you do a different
Exactly.
build, different type of weapon. You know, I don't know. I geek
No.
out on From Software games.
Yeah. Well, I have.
What's it like
I still
having
have my
unending
original
free time? What's that
Yeah.
like?
I still have 10 vigor, so take that. I'm level
Are you serious?
102. Level 102. Have not put a single point in and won't. I just
How
beat
much strength do you have?
68, I think.
Oh, you're crazy.
But I've been raising a bunch of endurance so that I can wear heavy armor. I had the Gunt armor on, so
The big fat.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything better
Okay.
than that? That
no.
feels like
There is like heavier armor than that, yeah, but
when your opponent strikes you, they get infected with some
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
bacteria.
It's
Yeah.
a
All right, I
bunch
gotta
of
go make 10 more videos. Nick, thanks for having me on. I was glad to see some other people not completely convinced that it was fake because
I don't think so. I don't think it's fake at all.
yeah, me
Same.
either.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
same.
Adam.
all right,
See you
Jerry.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me, chat.
Peace.
Someone's asking in the chat, Adam, did you get banned again? No, I didn't.
You're
I'm,
you must
I'm
be.
only on this show when I get banned. I pull up YouTube. I'm like, you've been banned. It's like, fuck. Shit. This time I'll blame you. if that happens.
I did. So I tried to get a member of the African American community, a vaunted and celebrated member of the African American community, to come on, because this is Black folks' business, right? And I take that very seriously.
Supposedly.
But Drexel is busy right now and unable to come on. So
Okay.
unfortunately, the chat he's in the chat and people have been asking, but I can't bring him on. I sent him the link, but he's not able to pop on right now. So
Nice.
sorry about that. But just, this is ridiculous. So what else is going on, man?
Not much. Planning some gardens. My wife just got a job. I'm pretty hyped for her. She's been trying to get a something that is in her wheelhouse, and she's a freaking boss. She got hired as a boss. She's gonna run a theater.
Sweet.
I'm really excited for her. She, I'm just, it's a good day. She got the call this morning and just lit up her face, and that's just been made my day better.
It's good that she got the call. Otherwise, you would have had to go and slap someone in the face.
I defend my family.
See, I have something I wanted to ask
man.
you about, because
Sure.
this happened on Friday or Saturday. I can't remember.
Okay.
And it's kind of gotten washed over with the recent event of the Oscars.
Sure.
Did you see Biden basically call for regime change in Russia? Did you see
Yeah.
that happen?
Oh yeah, man.
I wanted your opinion on that. What's your
Well, I mean,
what's your take?
he's been making gaffes where the administration is having to cover it up. I mean, he told the U.S. troops in Poland that when you're there, you're gonna see. It's like, well, what the hell did that mean? Are you gonna send our troops into Ukraine or not? No.
Yeah.
He didn't. He's not saying that we're gonna send troops into Ukraine. This man can't remain in power. I think that's his exact wording. And what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Obviously, they want Putin out of power because he's, standing against the flow. He's that guy in the gun holding back the New World Order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, here. I've got just a very brief little bit on it here from
Sure.
Reuters. Just
Reuters.
Insane. So White House says Biden is not calling for regime change in Russia.
Yeah,
No.
of course not.
President Joe Biden was not calling for regime change in Russia when he said on Saturday that Russian President Vladimir Putin, quote, cannot remain in power, a White House official said.
What does it mean then?
The president's point was that Putin cannot be allowed to exercise power over his neighbors or the region. He was not discussing Putin's power in Russia or regime change. Literally.
Well, wait, who said that? What's the source on that?
It's the White House spokesperson. I don't know.
Oh,
let's
sure.
See. Here's the quote. For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
Yeah.
What else? Like,
well, you can't see it in parentheses after that. It says over his neighbors. Can't remain in power over his neighbors. He forgot to say that part.
It didn't come through as well.
He said it under his breath, I think.
It's insane. I mean, this is what are we doing here, man? How are we headed to war? Because I keep wanting to not be.
I agree with you 100%. I don't want to be involved in this situation. We're not involved. They're not in NATO. And I mean, even if they were in NATO, I wouldn't want to be involved anyway. Granted, that's the alliance that NATO is. You attack one of the allies, we're going to come to their defense. Ukraine is not in NATO. I honestly don't trust anything that's coming out of that situation. We're seeing horrible images and videos from what the Ukrainians are doing to the Russian POWs, which is, I mean, crimes against humanity, crimes of war. I don't know, man.
It's war. War. I was having to explain to my kid.
No, there's war, and then there's war crimes. And right there's when you level up and start shooting them in the kneecap after they're unarmed and in your custody, what is that? That's war?
Well, I mean, okay, let me clarify a little bit.
Please do.
I was talking to my kid about because we were listening to Sabaton while I was driving.
Okay.
Because everybody should do this. Teach your kids history through metal.
Yeah.
So, and I was talking to him about Verdun. I'm talking to him. He's like, "Is that World War I or II?" And so I'm kind of teaching him a little bit. I'm not an expert, but just some basics about
What's
World
his
War
age
I
now?
and World War II. He's 14.
Okay.
So I'm teaching him just some basics. And then he started talking about like nukes falling on Japan, right? Because he knows that about World War II. And so then I was saying though, I was like, but it's war though. And like when we dropped these nukes on these cities, they didn't hit like bases. They hit like the one that hit Hiroshima landed on a hospital. The fireball vaporized a hospital on the way down. And he's like, "Oh, wow." And I was like, "Yeah, but at the time, everybody's bombing cities. That's what they did in World War II. Germany was bombing England. England's bombing Germany. Everybody's bombing France because everybody hates the French. But it's like, this is what was going on." I was like, just because there were people on like the right and wrong side of the conflict doesn't mean that everybody was acting well. It's war. People kind of go crazy and they do things that are questionable.
Yeah.
And so when I say it's war, I mean, like, not that it's appropriate under the rules or whatever, but the rules kind of go out the window when people get like, and again, I'm not saying the rules are supposed to go out the window. I'm saying people disregard them. How's that? People disregard the rules because they're in wartime. They're taking out all of that emotion on these people, and war crimes are dispassionate, but war crime rules are dispassionate, but war crimes themselves are not. I guess that's the message there.
I mean, I have a problem with that, but I have a bigger issue with these people that are glorifying it on Twitter. There's I see this wave. It's either two things, right? It's either fake, it's not real, or they deserve it because they're Russian and this and that. And it's like, it's coming from the same side, both that, and they either take one of those two angles. Oh, that's Russian disinformation, just like Hunter's laptop. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sure.
Well, this is the crazy thing here. You're not allowed to talk about anything from the Russian perspective because they are evil. They're blanket evil. And so everything is bad. And if you talk about anything from the Russian perspective, you're on the far right. And like, I got a little bit of this talking about it. And it's like, I'm not supporting Russia. I don't, that's not, I'm not an expert on any of this. And I mostly don't give a shit other than I just don't want to be at war in general. But this, I talked about this chess player, a Russian chess player supported his country and was banned from everything.
Right.
And it's like,
championships.
You're not allowed to have an opinion in favor of Russia. And to me, I don't care what your opinion is, but if one side isn't allowed to have that opinion, that bothers me, because what does it take for the whole world to be just force fed into one opinion, no matter who it is?
It's not even an opinion anymore, though. There's a Canadian pianist prodigy. He's 20 years old. He's Russian. He lost his entire scholarship. His whole life got ruined simply because he's Russian.
Yeah.
He didn't even have any opinion on what's going on. He just is Russian, and boom. You're Russian, so everything Russian is now tainted and poisoned. So
they saved the thoughts, but they wouldn't save the Canadian chess player. Right? Because you saw that, right? Like, they quickly came out to save the Russian thoughts, because they all got banned from like Twitch or whatever at first. And then
did they? I didn't see this. I didn't hear about this.
Oh yeah. So like right early on, when they were banning all of the Russians from everything, they banned all of the Russian streamers from everything.
Wow.
And then they were like, I think Rolling Stone or something, they did like the human interest piece on the Russian
on Russian thoughts,
the Russian internet sex workers, and they got them back. They got them admitted back into everything. So it's like the OnlyFans chicks like Olga and Helga and Zelenska or whatever, they're all back now. So it's fine.
Are these actual women you're talking about, or are you just...
No, I'm just picking random names.
Okay, good. I was like, how do you know so much about this scene?
No. But no, so now they can show their buttholes on the internet again. It was very sketch for a minute that they couldn't. But it's amazing that they rush to the defense of the thoughts. They're like, oh my God, these Russian women are going to starve if they don't get to put their tits on screen. But then like this Canadian kid who's Russian, but in Canada playing piano.
Yep.
Like, there's no human interest piece for this guy, right?
Nope.
Like, you're done. Get out.
He didn't do anything wrong. Neither did the Russian mustard in the Wisconsin cheese places. Did you see that? They removed the Russian mustard.
Well, we did this before
with a sign that says, "We stand with Ukraine until Russia ends its violence," or whatever. The Russian mustard will be gone from the shelf. It's like,
why don't we just call it occupier mustard, right?
Yeah.
Because we did that with the French fries back after 9/11. We had freedom fries.
They're not even French. They're freaking Belgian. Stupid, man. Oh, man.
The French call them us fries, to be fair.
No, they don't.
But no, they like, we do these stupid, pointless platitudes, and it's like, why are we doing? Did you see the blue on yellow artwork that sold for like $56 million?
What?
It's just a shitty painting. Here, oh my God, this is amazing.
We live in a world where people are competing to have the biggest virtue signal on the internet, because it's what gets the clicks to the people that want to virtue signal. That's it. That's all it is. No one actually cares.
Oh, wait a minute. Was this an old story? This might have been an old story.
I don't know. Pasobic's been posting about how all these billboard signs are popping up everywhere. Support Ukraine in, the blue and gold everywhere. It's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, people went right into it.
They support the current thing, right?
Yeah, they support the thing. Okay, no, this is back in 2015.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Someone had posted this as if it had just happened, but I want to show you the painting real quick, just because. What do we? $46.5 million.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
art. Someone asked in chat, did Hunter Biden paint it? Maybe.
Now, this was owned by Mellon. You know, the Carnegie Mellon guy?
No, I don't.
U.S. banker Paul Mellon. And
Okay.
later French luxury executive Francois Pinault.
Cool.
Okay, anyway, I guess. So someone posted that. I thought it was more recent. I thought some jackass bought that because it was like the Ukrainian flag. Like, I'm going to support them. It's $50 million.
Money laundering.
Yeah, Ty, shh.
What?
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it, Ty. Ty was in the chat saying that was a money laundering transaction. Don't talk about that. The art world is not ready for the truth.
I mean,
No, Hunter's paintings are worth 500. His first sale was worth $500,000. Obviously, I can't believe you would,
because he's a
otherwise.
professional crackhead.
Rude.
Oh, I meant artist. I
Rude.
meant artist. Hey, crackheads can be artists.
I heard that crackhead was I learned this.
Is that a racist term now?
Yes.
No, you're joking, right?
No.
What?
You didn't know this? This man, this
Explain
white
it
man,
to me.
this
please.
white man is over here. That's what white people call black people to keep them down, is crackhead. I learned this from a very fat black man named Jody when he was berating Eric July, who is a fit black man. He was berating Eric July for using the term crackhead because that is the white man's word to keep the black man down.
He does say it a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Eric July.
He
These
says
crackheads. I can hear it. I can hear him saying it
with frequency.
I mean, I've been all around America and I've seen random crackheads of all color. It does not discriminate.
Notice he just said color and crackheads in the same sentence. This man can't stop the racism. He cannot stop it. I cannot believe I brought you on. We're having a moment here. Well,
if your channel gets taken down, you can come on my show for a change.
anytime I would love to. Well, hey, what I got to do, I have 27 minutes and I've got a bunch of super chats to read.
Okay.
So
yeah, rock them out.
I've got to read through them. So here we go.
Cool. Sure.
Minister of Time Travel and Astral Projection says, Ricada Law, do you think there is any sanity and reason left in popular culture to give hope? I don't know that popular culture has any sanity or reason ever. And you shouldn't look to pop culture for sanity or reason. Look to yourself. Look to, you can look to classic texts, timeless texts, good stories.
And this channel. Come to this channel.
Yeah. And also Adam Crigler's channel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
You can find reason there, not always sanity, and maybe a little racism when he says crackhead too much. Ben says that was a beta slap if I ever saw one. Yeah, what would you rate Will Smith's slap of Chris Rock on a scale of woman to female?
Woman to female. It's somewhere in the middle. Open-handed slap. I mean, it's like, man.
And weak wristed too. Like when he hits, his hand is at a 90-degree angle with his forearm. It's like, that's not, you got to get that
through his
Russian
shoulder.
slap.
He put his weight into it though. He freaking turned into it.
Yeah,
So,
but
I don't know.
You've seen those Russian slap contests?
Yeah.
You think those guys have a wrist break when their hand hits? No, that's meat straight on. Bam.
Well, Will didn't know what he was doing, man. He was overcome with emotion, and just emotions were driving the bus.
That's the reason I know he hasn't been slapping Jada. Like if he would have come up and just devastated Chris Rock, would be like, oh shit, maybe we should check on Jada. She might make sure everything's okay. Lancelot 652 says Chris should have rebounded with how many other people have been in Jada's mouth. Yes, he should have, but I think he played it the right way actually, because he came out. I mean, he got bitch slapped, but he came out looking classier, and I think in the long run, it's going to look better for him. I agree with Jeremy on that point. A Lonely Crow says, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Dude can't even keep other guys out of his wife's mouth. Shit. Kayama Kumori says, they claim it's an open relationship, but as Will Smith slept with different women or a different woman, I'd love to see the next day after Will sleeps with a white woman. Allegedly, he had a Randy spell where he was banging a bunch of chicks, according to him. But that came after the Cuck cast. So who knows? That could have been a story. Again, I think he's been trying to recraft the narrative. Yeah. He's trying to get his cool back, right? Like an undercover brother.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfen73 says, so Chris went too far with a tepid joke, but had he given her the sex on stage, he'd be spared Will's wrath. Because only she can give permission for that. Alistair's Knight says, a friend asked the question of what if The Rock Johnson made the joke? One said Will would have done the same thing. I laughed in their face, told them Will is a beta and knows what would happen if he even dared take a swing. Doug.
Hold on. I have a friend. I was going to show this on my show, but I made my own meme.
Okay.
All right.
I saw you have a meme thread on Twitter.
I know, but so hold on. So I have a way that she could just solve all of this. just wear a beanie. That's
oh man,
that's how it's done.
You did him dirty. Oh, come on.
So I'm gonna drop that on my show, and then just a little sneak peek. All she has to do is wear a beanie, man. Come on, it's that easy.
Shit. Doug Murray says, Rackets counselor, you've convinced me it's real. I've been divorced twice, never getting married again. Poontang had ruined so many men's lives. The struggle is real. It ruins lives when you're Will, like when you're acting the way Will does. I mean, he has capitulated to her. And look, it's women's job to keep men from dying doing something stupid and funny. And it's men's job to stop fuckery from happening in the relationship. That's my opinion. That's how I think things go. But, you know, I'm old fashioned. Let's see. Mirnam 007 says the sad thing that no one is talking about is their children are seeing this and most likely will follow this example in their future relationships. The cycle will continue until someone decides enough is enough. I don't know if you know, but Jaden Smith is long lost cause. I
don't really know much about that whole family.
I don't know if it's even he anymore or she or whatever.
Them.
Jaden is fluid, I believed. And yeah, I think that ship sailed a long time ago. Jamie Moodley says, rank the Figs, Will Smith, Jack Murphy, and Ron Toye. Well, Ron is top cuck because no one knows who he is. So he wins automatically. God, Will Smith or Jack Murphy? I don't know at this point. I mean, Will has a higher platform and he got destroyed by Jada. That makes it pretty bad. But Jack has that beard. Okay. Oh, come on now. You are pushing boundaries. Man.
Oh man, I don't care anymore.
I can tell. You used to come on, you're like, well, I've got to tell my story at some point. Now you're out here dropping these bomb memes. Oh my God.
I should probably go.
This is a man liberated right here.
I'm free, baby. Oh my goodness.
If you have to leave, you're welcome to, but if you want to stay, you can too.
I do. I got to go make some food. I haven't had lunch yet. So
yeah, too busy making memes. Make sandwiches, not memes, Adam.
But they're so fire though. You got to admit those are fire.
They're good. They're very good.
All right, bro.
Oh,
I'll talk
right.
to you later. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. E1337 Neo says, was surprised Chris didn't respond to Will's outburst with, why don't you keep other guys out of hers? Also, incoming chimp out at the Oscars video from Gail Cord Schuler. Win up yours, Susan, for making me resort to censoring. Delhi 8079 says, question of the panel, what's the hardest game y'all have ever beaten? Battletoads, probably. Battletoads 2-player. Let's be fucking clear on this. Battletoads 2-player is probably the hardest game I've ever beaten. Dirty Dan says, Ralph is skipping the You Are Here appearance for his bowling tournament. Think he made the announcement either yesterday or this morning. Sure, that's why. He already had all of this worked out. That's why he was going on the You Are Here podcast at that time. It's because he was already going to be in Dallas. I think it may have something to do with the accusations and the fact that super chats exist. I think so. But maybe not. Don't know. It's just my speculation. Renee Villarreal says war is violence and violence brings out the worst of humanity. I agree. Mark Gee, what's your opinion on the latest Sabaton album? The Soldier of Heaven song is pretty good. Dude, that Soldier of Heaven song is banging. I love it. Didn't know that an avalanche killed a bunch of dudes on a Wednesday in World War I. The day is remembered as White Friday for some odd reason. Dude, I didn't know that was from the new album because what I keep doing is going to my Google Play Music or whatever, and I just put in Sabaton and I grab a song and start playing it. But that Soldier of Heaven song is fucking awesome. I'm down with it. Mandy Karavichus says Will Smith's apology is faker than the 2020. Oh, come on. I can't say that shit. God damn it. Election. YouTube. That was a super chat and a joke. Chill out. Ferret on the Rock says Smith is a man broken by a terrible relationship that he's keeping for the sake of public appearance. I feel bad for him, but I also can't condone that weak slap. Rock also rolled with it like a man who's been hit before. Yeah, I think The Rock is used to getting out of fights. I think that's the thing to draw from there for sure. Okay, we got some more here. I got to get to the ones. There were two that came in right before the show. Colin P says, honest question, isn't Will Smith swearing on live broadcast television FCC violation? Not that I like the FCC. It could be for the station, but they censored it on the television. They have the built-in delay. It's like 40 seconds. And then they go ahead and they bleeped it out. They muted the audio. So that's why they have the delay built in. That delay was broadened and solidified after the nipple slip at the Super Bowl, right? Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, when he popped her titty out. After that incident, they added in the live television delay so that they could take that stuff out. James Bursey says everyone is missing out that there's a replay of the Charlie Murphy Rick James meme. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Next is Music and Fiction. Chris Rock found fresh prints on his face. Brian Scholes, it's not fake. He dropped an F-bomb at the Oscars. Yeah, I really think there's a lot to suggest this was not fake at all. Wait, Sven, does he actually have to return his Oscar? Has that been announced? Let's see. No, I haven't. I don't see that being announced yet. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Weeby GB says, what's more open, Will Smith's marriage or his slap? His marriage. A Bear in the Woods says you should take Ralph's spot. Well, True Anonymous Shabbat, a bad pressure, bad calf care says, oh, I do badly want to hear from Drex about the slap. You don't get more Murphy made than Simp Smith. Derek F., what did Chris Rock wake up with? Fresh Prince. Super Mario Subpoena says, what do you mean throwing ropes? Ew. Ellie in says, it's not your fault, but I'll still call you a boomer because the notice was late. Brian Schultz says, it's almost like Will Smith shouldn't be a cuck. Correct. Mini Strange Quark. Imagine being more upset over your wife's name in another man's mouth than you are about other men being in your wife's mouth. Dude. Holy hand grenades. Yeah, and ignore all the things that make it extremely likely that it's not a stage stunt. The things that make it likely that it is a stage stunt are all very, very sus to me. Next, we've got Mustang Sally. Hi, Nick. Great to be here. Thanks, dude. Hey, thank you, Mustang Sally. Phantom Lord. DJH07 says, Nick, do not give Biden ideas. Elian says, because Mrs. Thomas is actually stunning and brave. Correct. Emperor Creatine, is Will Smith a member of the Liminal Order now? Yes, he was gifted an honorary lifetime membership. Perihelion says, oh, don't worry, Nick. When Biden visited us, he made it clear he wants to fight Russia to the last Polish man for the last centimeter of Polish soil. Jake Skywalker, Will shouted, this is MAGA country before the slap. Potentially criminals has Reddit be like, we need Biden to go and slap Putin to end this war. Yes. Very good. Cheeto Dictator, Chris should have just followed up the joke with, come on, Jada, it's just a joke, not a penis, so don't take it so hard. Penultima says, Azron, keep my personal fucking fiance's name out of your mouth. I think Chris Rock really wanted to bite back. I think he really wanted to bite back there and held it in. It's like, I am professional-ish, and I am in charge of this Oscars. I can go two ways. Last King of Norway says, it wasn't a hoax. Will is Jack Murphy on steroids. And as a fan of offensive comedy, that joke was light. Always side with the comedian. Dude, that joke was so light. It wasn't even good. It wasn't even good. It was dated, unfunny. Not because it made fun of her, just because the reference wasn't good. There's got to be a better bald joke that he could have deployed. SoCal Chris says, haven't seen a screw job like last night since the 90s in Montreal. Well, and Chris, he says basically, he's like, come on, that was nothing. That was nothing. Jillian Seed says, Nick, why did you leave the Catholic Church? I don't know that I left the Catholic Church. I don't know what you mean by leave the Catholic Church. Connection Error says, Will slapped a man for joking about his wife. I'd hate to see what happened if what he does if he catches someone else banging her. Adam Trapp says, thanks for live streaming for my birthday. Hey, you're welcome. Happy birthday. The Engaged Few. Someone should have cast Bald Jada in the role of Amanda Waller in the Suicide Squad movies. Surfing Cowboy says, when he refused to babushka, Ushka, your wife. Oh, shit. Over on Rumble, we have Eli 580 says, Biden is at it again. This is dangerous. Let me see if I can get that pulled up. Real quick. See what this says. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let's see this shit. This will probably end up being a topic tonight.
Donald, NBC.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do you believe what you said? Thank you, sir. Do you believe what you said, that Putin can't remain in power? Or do you now regret saying that because your government has been trying to walk that back? Did your words complicate matters?
Well, you asked 3 different questions. I'll answer them all. Number one, I'm not walking anything back. The fact of the matter is I was expressing the moral outrage I felt toward the way Putin is dealing and the actions of this man. Just brutality of it. Half the children in Ukraine. I just come from being with those families.
Wait, what?
And so, but I want to make
That's
it clear,
not a
I
cogent
wasn't then,
thought.
nor am I now articulating a policy change. I was expressing the moral outrage that I feel, and I make no apologies for it.
Personal feelings, sir. Your personal feelings?
My personal feelings. Secondly, you asked me about, well, what was the second
Does
part?
it complicate the diplomacy of this moment?
No, I don't think it does. You know, the fact is that we're in a situation where what complicates the situation at the moment is the escalatory efforts of Putin to continue to engage in carnage, the kind of behavior that that makes the whole world say, "My God, what is this man doing?" That's what complicates things a great deal. And
It's not that complicated.
I don't think it complicates it at all. Mr. President, let me go.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. The man is a disaster. I need a translator. I need subtitles. Okay, here's what I need. I need subtitles that are then given to the you know, the lady who does the sign language, and then I need a sign language interpreter to call me to read what she says after reading the translated the subtitles, and then tell me what's going on, because I think after that many filters I might understand what the fuck he's saying, but I really don't there. There's a moral outrage. You don't get to have moral outrage. You're the president and your words are policy. You can't do this. Okay, so thank you, Eli, for that. Kyan Rennell says it's ironic Will told Chris Rock to keep Jada's name out of his mouth when she couldn't keep August Alsina's cock out of hers. Rock is a coward and should have gone after Will. I mean, I don't think so, but okay. Blah 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 says, wait, so if Will Smith is the alpha cuck, wouldn't that make him the alpha and the omega, which would make him, oh God, that explains the degenerate state of the world. Over on Odyssey, Eris Legacy says, if you say Jada 3 times in the mirror, the ghost of Cuck Smith will slap you like a bitch. He also says the cuck mantle has been passed. Slippy Slide 2.0. Damn. I'm King Xerxes says sticks and stones, but words will never hurt me. Colonel Crayon. Will Smith's marriage is open to everything except jokes. Only he is allowed to tell his queen that male pattern baldness doesn't suit women. Hernius says, when Rock said, I could, never mind, he was going to say, keep other men out of your wife's mouth. No doubt in my mind. Knight of Knee says, law nerds assemble. Eric from Wisconsin, Jada suffers from alopecia caused by an autoimmune disease. Proof above all else that Jada is so insufferable, her body can't stand her either. Oh, shit. LKD70, it's obviously real. Did you hear how Will Smith spoke when he sat down? He's never acted that good in his life. I agree. And I thought Pursuit of Happiness is pretty good. Knight of Knee, Will Smith was way out of line. Assault is assault. The cameraman investigator says he slaps Chris Rock for making a joke, but won't slap August like that. Probably because August would push in Will's shit like he did with Jada. Oh my God. Great loner. He wants to keep Jada out of other men's mouths, but not keeping other men out of Jada's mouths. Irish Pug, this black on black violence is getting out of hand. Also, is the FCC going to go after Will for the F-bombs? I doubt it. Again, they were muted on TV. They were muted there. Dapper Dave 2021 says, played Muhammad Ali, doesn't know how to throw a punch. Corpus Delecti, Racket's going to turn chat loose on the pole like Will turns Jada loose on multiple poles, except he won't be holding her hands and watching. Ben says, that was a beta slap if I ever saw one. Phoenix Lord Asterman said some real 5'1" behavior from Will. Shut up, I can cook. Says, Nicholas, I tweeted you, Tennessee versus Mosley self-defense bar murder of 2 men. Opening arguments may start this afternoon per court TV. Jury selection is almost done. Please stream. I don't know. Here's the problem. I got the DM. Thank you. We'll see, but Thursday and Friday, I'm not able to stream. So if I start it, I won't be able to finish, most likely. Unless this thing's going to be wrapped up by Wednesday, which I highly doubt if opening arguments are starting today. Wrestler Town says, "Get X out of your mouth" is the giveaway that it's real. That's the left's reflexive go-to. They aren't self-aware enough to put that in a staged event. Johnny Stoffel says Smith is crying due to cognitive dissonance. Night of Knee, he got in one little fight because of his wife's hair, and now he's moving with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air. Nick F, good thing Chris Rock didn't joke about Alec Baldwin. You mean Alec Baldwin's wife. Melissa on the go says, had alopecia since I was 4, now in my 40s. I would have laughed. I've made the same kind of G.I. Jane joke about myself since I was in the Army. Nice knowing I've got more self-confidence than a movie star. And it's crazy. It's crazy how fragile these powerful millionaires can be. Tor Theo says, how'd you react if someone roasted Mrs. R's looks? They do. People have. What, am I going to go around slapping everyone? That wouldn't turn out well. Plastered to the walls. I was shocked. Always thought Will was used to Jada being in other men's mouths. Ponton21 says, new headline, Will Smith promotes black on black violence at radical left award ceremony to thunderous applause. Smith also released new song, What the Five Fingers Say, and an album, Out Your Mouth. There you go. Katie says, but you won't think it's funny. No, but Will laughed. Will laughed at the joke. There's also a difference between someone making fun of someone and a roast, right? Like when you're at the Oscars and you are an actor, you should expect to be roasted because that's what they do. That's what they do. That is the moment that you get to be put into a place for a little bit. Ponton21 read that one. JK, she's still in love with a dead guy too. Tupac. The disgruntled DM says, I don't think Will can afford a divorce. Milo's Ivanic says, I know this is unpopular opinion here. All the shitty ideas / trends come from America. I'm right about this 100%. Keep it up. You're Serbian sub. I don't know if there's too much disagreement there. We have freedom. We are allowed to have shitty ideas along with good ones. 200 Watt Studio, her motto for doing guys whenever she wants while married, where there's a will, there's a way. Brian and Shannon McMunn says, Will use an open hand slap because paper beats rock. It's a good one. Evie Warner says, I just think he should be glad he didn't seriously hurt him. This could have ended badly. Blackguard 4, he got in one little fight over his wife's lack of hair. Now he's moving with his auntie and uncle as the Prince of Bel Air. Thumb Ugly, please talk to Rollo Tomasi. He's been warning about this specific situation for years. Rollo wrote The Rational Male. You may enjoy the talk. Stug, I only disagree with this because as far as I'm concerned, when one of you starts to consider an open relationship, your own relationship is over. Correct. Maxentius Decimus says this is probably the only time the media will talk about black on black violence. Andy A, what if Will was white? What do you think? SWAT raid on his house, BLM riots, what? Oh, dude, if Will was white and walked up and slapped Chris Rock, you would not hear the end of it. It would be insane. How dare this racist violence? This is white supremacy. Oh my God. Rex Stintor Z says, just wait for it. In up to 6 months, reports will come out about Will Smith and his orgies with men, just men. Jada knew all about it and got the cuck deal to hide this from the public eye. Quartering says, bring me on. I'll make the case why it's real, which we did. Pastafarius, these are actors. The Oscars needed something to become relevant again because we all got tired of their annual circle jerk. I don't think so. I see people saying I don't think so. I don't see it. Their Macius 1980. I'm such an asshole that as soon as Will said the keep my wife's name, yada, yada, I would have been like, really? Well, here's another joke and it's worse. Me too. V's Flat Desk Pepsi says, is it legally gay to kiss your homies in the mouth? Yes. Andy A, did Chris not say greatest moment on TV? He did. He did say that. Slosher says, if real, it's the best acting Smith has ever done. Wait, I think you mean if it's fake. Real wouldn't be acting. Oh, shit, it's 2:30. I'm going to have to go really soon. Ruby King says, only weak men who've never been in a fight or got slapped thought it was fake. NRB Film says, I work in film TV. It was convenient that this happened just going into the last hour of the show. As word spreads on social media, more people tune in to see how it's addressed. More eyes on adverts. Bogey 34, Will Smith should have slapped the actual Rock for stealing his wife's hairstyle. Brian Schulz, Nick Ricada, there's no way Will Smith is that good of an actor. Will Smith wins Best Actor Award. Checkmate, Nick. Yeah, sure. Agrila says, I just remembered Jeremy's an expert on getting bitch slapped. Ascendiet Media says, who in their right mind would agree to host the Oscars now? Smith has to be banned if the Oscars is going to have any comedy hosts in the future. Yancey Street Warriors, do you think he'll have to give the Oscar back after she pegs him with it? Maybe that's how he keeps it. I want to return it, but it's been in my ass. And it stinks. You sure you want it back? Because I'll just keep it. It's fine. Mr. Steve VC says next year's host, Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormea. Connection error. Nick has experts come on all the time. So, of course, when talking about a man getting slapped, he brought on the quartering. Holy Diver, maybe the paper beats Rock will motivate the networks to open the shows with blood games and gladiator matches like I have been asking for years. Alex Iao says Smith turned his greatest moment into his lowest. Isaac, again, like these guys have to be in on it. They have to be in on the staging, and this doesn't make Will look good. Or Chris, really. Isaac Kozic says the fact that somebody could get hit in the face and not instinctively respond and throw back is baffling to me. Nuclear Winter Gamer says Chris is going to sell out his next live shows. Ethan Van Sciver just bought tickets. CC says Crigler is a bundle of sticks. For how much better Jeremy made it, Crigler just made it worse. Damn. Alpha 13 Games. I think Will Smith should have whipped his wang out and slapped Chris Rock with that. That's an Oscar I'd watch. Stephen Cooper, Celebrity Deathmatch. Let's get it on. Jacob, there can be 100 people in the room and 99 won't slap you, but one will. Black on Black Violence is real, says Will Smith left a good wife for Jada Pinkett. Will Brown, I think Will was venting his frustration for not protecting his wife earlier from all this open marriage nonsense. Me too. He thought it was his one chance to be the man she wants, but she wants Tupac. Jamie Moodley ranked the figs, read that one. Thunderous Roar. Jeremy is spot on. My initial and still assessment is redirected anger. He can't slap his wife, treated her like a celebrity. She treats him like a fan. Mandy Karavich says, imagine if Chris Rock made fun of Alec Baldwin's wife. Fair Frozen 55 and Kermit Boys. Will the real Jack Murphy please stand up? No, not you, Will. Get that binger ass back down there. Miku Huntu says, we know why his dad don't want him no more now. Millie says there was a joke early by Regina Hall about Will and Jada's marriage. No slap, though. There's video of it online, available on the Independent website. Vienna waits for you, Jada to Will. Go slap Chris Rock for disrespecting our son's teenage lover. Oh, shit. NCG Goggles says, jokes on us. 2 months later, Will Smith comes out admitting to also sleeping with August and another kind of entanglement, playing the now he is LGBT. Randy's retired. If that had been Donald Trump, Chris would have fought back and LAPD would have filed charges against him. Avaheim, could Rock successfully sue the Oscars? Probably not. Only if it was staged and he didn't know about it. Like if they just told Will he was going to do that, but they didn't tell Chris Rock. Zombie Spike Lee says, I'm just happy to see the media highlighting black on black violence for once. RW Bimby. Adam, anime waifu, elf, cat girl, or vampire lady. Adam seems like a cat girl kind of guy. Mandalore Wise 01 says she looks like she's running 100-degree fever. To Amy Schumer. Yeah. Crysense says, patient, will this provide immunity? Doctor, only for the manufacturer. CG, Amy Schumer looks like Ellen 8 Amy Schumer. Ludwig von Soul says, doesn't Seth MacFarlane still do Sarah Jessica Parker horseface jokes? Let Seth host the Oscars again. Let Ricky Gervais do it. Ricky Gervais annihilated everybody in that one roast. Oh, it was great. Phoenix Lord Asserman, he was going on in response to Nick's appearance. Tux loves you. Tell them about the Gunt game. Base David Pacman, I'm now making an animation of Quartering's Drain that's an homage to South Park episode with Oprah's Minge. Ew. Mario Carter says, Chris Rock on paper, Will Simpers. Fluffer Boy 2004 says, on a scale from Bubba Wallace to Jussie Smollett, how staged do you think this slap was? I think it was real. Ludwig von Soul says, only losers get charged with war crimes. Pretty true. Melissa on the go, he tried to make it about something she can't control to make up for being embarrassed about something he could have controlled, his cuck life. Bean 175 sounds like the anti-German sentiments during both world wars. IWD, RE, the atrocities in the Ukraine, that kind of insanity is par for the course in Eastern Europe. They're all a lot closer to Central Africa than Western Europe. Tim Hawley says, my brothers are in orchestra, and the conductor decided that until this war is over, they won't be playing any more Russian music, not even Tchaikovsky. Not one of us says you contact Phase Connect yet. I know Discord sucks, but get on it. Tim Hawley, actually, the school, spurred on by the request of said conductor, pulled the music completely out of their library. Kravish says, it was worse than a bitch slap. It was a sucker slap. Total beta. I agree. Darius Harvey, thank you for the donation. I missed that one earlier. There's no message attached, but thank you. Spencer Mosher says, waiting for the Sabaton song about the Ukraine war. Rogue says, Chris had every right to nuke Will from orbit. He did. Stug says, I guess I'll clarify my earlier super chat. Your relationship isn't over just because you or your partner has the thought, but once either suggests it. Wisconsin Jackhole, SmackDown on TV, unjaded. Dex Luther, by God, what is this man doing? Is something most people say about Biden too. Bad Weather Biker, I also have a birthday today and ironically opened up Facebook this morning to Katie Couric wanting to have a color guard poop party with me for colorectal cancer awareness month. Weird. Happy birthday, man. Joe Myers 82, the full video shows Will laughed right after the joke until he saw Jada was upset by the joke, then he decided to pop off. Ovid says Will wants to keep Jada out of other guys' mouths, but not keep Jada out of finishing Berserk because Kentaro Miura died. And then finally, Angry Baneling says, hey, you're streaming early. No, Senpai, how's your Elden Ring playthrough going? Praise the nose. I killed Margit this morning. I'm level 102, and I still only have 10 vigor because that is the life we all need. All right, guys, that's it. I got to run. I got to end the show. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's been a blast, and I'll see you tonight for the night show. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some lost-plaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer till he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitter and Erlang. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed, to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an Ardbeg, a bow, more of that broad. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter, as we hear lost-plaining tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed, to make the law what we have now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Doug T to spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea post on Twitter as we hear Lost Painting tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the thought better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now.
I've got to learn to end these things.